Here are 16 of the worst animal attacks. Number 16. In 1999, supermodel Fabio made news thanks to a foul incident at Busch Gardens in Virginia. Helping to promote the new Apollo's Chariot roller coaster, a bird smacked Fabio in the face during the coaster's first downward plunge at speeds up to 73 miles per hour. The model ended his ride with blood splattered all over his famous face and was taken to a nearby hospital where he was treated and released for a minor cut and maybe a bruised ego. Number 15. In 2001, a 5-foot-long Komodo dragon attacked the executive editor of the San Francisco Chronicle during a private tour of the Los Angeles Zoo. Allowed to enter the reptile's cage, the editor was advised to remove his white sneakers so the lizard wouldn't mistake them for the white rats it was fed. But the dragon attacked the man's shoeless foot, crushing his big toe and severing tendons, requiring surgery. Number 14. 11 people were mauled when a stray leopard roamed into a village in India, sending shockwaves through the community. Wildlife officials needed tranquilizer darts to take down the vicious beast, but not before the leopard managed to injure 6 villagers, 4 forest guards, and a policeman with swipes from its deadly claws. Number 13. In 2007, Eric Neris was diving for shellfish off Cape Howe in Australia when a 10-foot-long great white shark swallowed his head and upper body. Well, almost. The man managed to batter the shark's head despite the creature's attack, leaving him with a broken nose and a shattered face mask. But the shark wasn't letting his meal get away that easily. Its jaws then clamped down on the diver's body, but his lead-weight vest absorbed most of the bite, essentially saving his life. Neris did suffer shock and extreme blood loss from deep cuts that required surgery. Number 12. Humans and animals are known to coexist peacefully in Kerala, a state in southern India. But in 2007, during a ceremonial festival parade in Kerala, one elephant was hit with stones from onlookers, upsetting the elephant so badly that it went on a rampage. Attacking another elephant, the beast later killed its rider. At least 20 spectators suffered injuries. Number 11. This must have been one bear of a day. During the shooting of a promotional video in 2008, a 5-year-old grizzly named Rocky was being trained by 3 trainers when he lunged at one of the men and bit him in the neck, killing him instantly. No wonder, since Rocky stood 7.5 feet tall and weighed 700 pounds. Maybe Rocky was inspired by the location, Big Bear Lake in California. Number 10. In 2012, a 2-year-old boy fell from a wooden railing at the Pittsburgh Zoo and was fatally mauled by 11 wild African dogs after falling into the animal's exhibit. The child apparently lunged out of his mother's arms after she had lifted him on top the wooden railing that surrounded the observation area so he could see the exhibit better. The boy's parents reached an out-of-court settlement with the zoo in 2016. Number 9. Siegfried and Roy had been one of the most popular shows in Las Vegas, best known for their performances with white tigers and white lions. During a show at the Mirage Resort and Casino in 2003, Montecore, a 7-year-old white male tiger, apparently bit Roy in the neck, critically injuring the performer, who was rushed to the hospital. But was Roy actually attacked by the animal? Both performers claim Roy suffered a stroke on stage and the tiger was only trying to protect Roy by moving him out of the way. A few things are certain. The injury led to the Mirage closing the show, and by 2010, Siegfried and Roy retired from the stage. Number 8. In 2003, while swimming with friends, a 12-year-old boy was dragged under the water and killed by an alligator at the Dead River in Florida. Friends said the animal surfaced once with the boy, but soon disappeared with its victim underwater. Authorities later trapped and killed 7 gators, searching for the one that killed the boy. The Dead River. Wouldn't the name be enough to put swimmers on alert? Number 7. In 2012, 8 wolves attacked and killed an employee at the Kolmården Wildlife Park in Sweden. The victim had helped raise the wolves from pups and had apparently approached their enclosure to maintain contact with the animals when the pack struck. Zoo staff had to give the wolves sedatives before they could approach and safely recover the victim's remains. Number 6. Dawn Branshaw was a veteran trainer at SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida, and in 2010 she was fatally attacked by a killer whale during a live performance at the park. Other trainers tried to rescue her, taking nearly a half hour to free her from the whale's mouth. Weighing more than 12,000 pounds, the male orca dragged the trainer underwater, fracturing her arms, ribs, legs, back, and face. Number 5. In 2012, Andrew Oberle, a 26-year-old grad student from Texas, was savagely attacked by 2 male chimpanzees at the Goodall Institute in South Africa. Experts claim the chimps were defending the territory when the grad student moved too close into a restricted area that separated the animals from visitors. Grabbing his feet, the chimps pulled him under 2 fences and dragged him for half a mile. During the mauling, Oberle suffered life-threatening injuries that required hours of surgery. While eventually recovering, he still lost several fingers and toes and had to undergo reconstructive surgery from head to toe. Remember, chimpanzees are up to 6 times stronger than humans. Don't monkey around with them. Number 4. In 1995, one of Alaska's worst bear attacks in the state's history took place outside of Anchorage. 2 locals, Marcy Trent and Larry Waldron, were out hiking with Trent's 14-year-old grandson. They discovered a freshly killed moose when they saw a grizzly bear tearing toward them through the brush. Waldron told the teenager to climb a tree to stay out of danger, which turned out to be good advice. The bear killed both Trent and Waldron when it rushed forward to defend its moose meal. Number 3. The world was stunned in 2006 with the news that crocodile hunter Steve Irwin died while filming a new documentary series in Australia. As Irwin was swimming in chest-deep water, he approached a stingray from the rear, hoping to film it as it swam away. But the animal reacted by suddenly stabbing Irwin with its tail, needing only a few seconds to inflict hundreds of strikes. Irwin bled to death after the stingray's barb pierced his heart. In a bitter irony, the title of the documentary was Ocean's Deadliest. Number 2. There have been 2 tiger attacks at the San Francisco Zoo, and both involved Tatiana, a Siberian tiger. The first incident occurred in 2005, when the animal bit the arm of a zookeeper during a public feeding. In 2007, the second incident occurred when Tatiana escaped from a grotto shortly after closing time and attacked 3 visitors. 2 of the visitors suffered deep bites and claw wounds, but the 3rd visitor was killed. Police officers eventually shot and killed the tiger, and the zoo remained closed until 2008.
And now for number 1. But first, be sure to subscribe for new videos every day.
Now, this happened way back in 1932. An entire pride of lions went on a rampage in a village in Tanzania. During a series of relentless attacks, the man-eating animals killed more than 1,500 humans, and some claim the body count was higher than 2,000 people. According to legend, a local witch doctor controlled the beasts, making them attack the village when he was stripped of his position. Eventually, George Rushby, a famous hunter of the time, killed 15 lions, and the rest of the pride finally dispersed. Now, here's what's next. Check out this new video from the Epic Wildlife channel about 9 animals that saved people's lives.